Mark Hoon. I'm a co-owner with three Clothes Mender stores in Maple Grove, St. Cloud, and Woodbury, Minnesota. My wife and I, Barb, own those three stores. My wife and I have been in business together for quite a few years. We started off in the vacuum business, knocking doors, selling vacuum cleaners. We did that for 27 years and owned a franchise in that end. From there we went into real estate. We were real estate. I was new construction and my wife was new construction mortgage. And in 2007 we felt the real estate market kind of going downhill, so we started a search for our third and final career, and that's how we stumbled across Clothes Mender. I suppose it'd be more that I kind of was looking for something else. I always never been an employee, so I always wanted to get back into a franchise kind of system. So I went to a Sunbelt business franchise seminar thing. Came across this guy Jim and Chad, and just started talking with them. I'm real open-minded on what I do. I've understood in life that, you know, especially with selling vacuum cleaners, that you have to keep an open mind, that, and if you're willing to do some things that other people are unwilling to do, typically there can be money in it. So we just started talking, and it was the character of the people that really kind of attracted me to them. It was getting back into a franchise situation where I'm the owner, I can run it, where real estate was that to a degree, but we were working with a builder, they had control. So I'm not a good inventor, but I'm a great copier. And I think that's why we were looking for a franchise. What really attracted me is just simply the margins, simply the experience from what Clothes Mender offered. Just gave me the confidence that I didn't even think about it failing. I knew it was going to be fine. When you cross what they have as a system, you know, people fail, systems don't. So I was confident in my wife and I as people, and I was confident in their system. So putting those two together really wasn't a question if it was going to be successful or not. It was just how hard we wanted to work to get it there. And we knew we were willing to work hard to be able to make it work. So it's been wonderful since then, and we absolutely enjoy the future and the opportunity that's still in front of us, even after owning three stores. That's just the beginning. Franchise system is really the important key to the whole thing. You know, obviously coming from real estate and selling vacuum cleaners, that I didn't know women's clothing. My wife knew from purchasing. You know, it's kind of interesting, as years ago we used to go on these trips with our other company, and we'd go to the thrift stores and, you know, always take a look at the purses. So I actually even kind of knew purses a little bit, but it was the system that they put together that you don't have to try to make up that whole procedure of how the franchise is put together. When we go in, we know, you know, what to buy the top, where the top's going in at, what the price is, you know, just that POS system that the franchise system actually puts together. The support, you know, if you don't use a franchise and just, I'll do it on my own, that's fine. However, the problem that it creates is the 2 to 5 to 8 years that you struggle trying to figure out where your starting point really is. Where with a franchise, you already have had that experience through the founders. That's already been done. So you're actually 5, 6, 7, 8 years ahead, just because you have that franchise support to help you through the business plans, to help you through all the things that you need to be able to run a viable business and a successful business. And that's what Clothesmender really, really helps you with, is it gives you the roadmap. If you have the roadmap, it's easy to follow directions. You can see the road you need to take, but I just don't want to do the map. It's that simple. I wish I had 10. But it's real simple. It's no different to me. It's no different investing in stocks. It's it's ROI. It's a return on investment. But the major reason, really the major reason, is why we've done this is for a lifestyle. And you really don't understand what that lifestyle is until you open up the store. You get to work with employees. Sometimes employees scare people. I love people, so the employees is kind of the fun of it. The customers are the fun of it. From there isn't really quite the lifestyle yet. The lifestyle is getting to know the other franchisees, the franchise people. It's getting the return on investment to acquire enough of an income to do some of the fun things of life, instead of working for that dead-end paycheck. You can keep growing. We're looking at doing our 4th one next spring. So we want to keep growing. Our intent for this is not just for us, but our daughter is involved in the business. Our son wants to come into the business. So it's a whole lifestyle. It's just, the money that starts to come along with it will is fun, but it's the whole package. The money is just part of it. So I have no apprehension in putting whatever amount into it, as much as I can get, and I'll keep growing as fast as I can, as long as you want to maintain your sanity. But business is part of your life, your personal is part of your life, your religious is part of your life, and our business end, and our personal end have to balance. So we'll grow as fast as we can, as long as they're all intact. But Clothesmender becomes part of your personal life too, and that's part of the fun of it. Training procedures, are quite extensive as far as from the buying process, as the company helping in the store, week-long training, those type of things. What really, 'cause I do a lot of the back-end work, what really helped me was up front talking with, Clothesmender on, even though I owned businesses, was a franchise person years ago, there wasn't the business plan, learning numbers. Even today, I'm still learning numbers in retail that I never knew that were out there. So the business planning aspect really helps me become a better manager, which enables me to spend more time away from the store, letting the stores and the managers and the assistants do what they need to do, but helps with me with the long-term planning of what we're buying, where the numbers are at, the turn rates, and all those types of things. From there, the advanced planning, just like the Clothesmender conference, you learn not only from Clothesmender itself, but from all the people that are in the business. So it's not, it's Clothesmender's system that educates you, not necessarily just Clothesmender. So that's one of the advantages of being with a franchise. You're in it together, not by yourself. Well, this goes back to being a great copier but not a great inventor. For me to sit down and actually produce copy that is professional would be something that's just not of my capabilities. So Clothesmender, with the TV spots, using the resources for radio spots, the print is fabulous, very professional, very economical. Different stores, different things have worked better in our different locations, depending on what your demographic is, where your store is, so on and so forth. But it's at your fingertips through the intranet. It makes it available, customizable to a certain degree, because we want to keep things consistent. In the metro area, there's presently 9 stores total at this time. We work together as a co-op to keep things consistent. At some point in time when there's 200-300 stores, that if there's somebody flying in from Denver and they're in Minneapolis, they see Clothes Mentor, they know we're here, that we have that cross, and they get the same experience here as they do in Denver. So that's all part of the materials, the advertising. The television advertising is fabulous. Again, dependent upon local markets, the cost, if that's something that works into your budget or not, they'll help you with that to determine, from a cost standpoint, if something works in your budget. But the quality, the deliverability of it is absolutely fabulous. One of the main reasons why I chose Clothes Mentor is from the beginning, they gave me the sense that I was able to add my own entrepreneurship into it. I was never interested in a McDonald's franchise where the fries have to be down for 2 minutes, you go over, pick up the fries, and everything is structured. There was no personality to it. The enjoyable thing about the Clothes Mentor franchise was that they allowed me to, they gave me the system, but allowed me to put some personality into my local store. They've even done that with the Facebook, which is nice to see. Just another part of giving a personality to your store, your entrepreneurship. How they have procedures, but you may adjust your procedure just a touch, just to add your own little entrepreneurship. We're not unpacking boxes of shirts in the back room and putting them up on the shelves. So there's a little bit of difference in how the system works. We did the same thing in our previous franchise, that they let you be who you are, and that's what really attracted me to the Clothes Mentor system, is just that entrepreneurship. Well, obviously being a guy and going into women's fashions was, a little interesting. When I first started, I didn't even know what a cami was. Without that POS, there's just no way I would have been able to move forward with a Clothes Mentor store. I had 2,500 brands in it, all graded. If an Ann Taylor top comes in, we punch in Ann Taylor. The color, the size, the style, up comes a retail price, up comes a payout price, all goes into a suspend file. The customer comes back and we offer them the cash. So there is just absolutely no way that we'd be able to purchase items with it. From there is the report part of the business. Being in business before, I still had no idea that there was so many movement of numbers to be able to figure out different things that you want to know from your business. I figured it out when I saw the POS system. There was just tons of ways to find different information to kind of understand where your store was headed, where you needed to improve, that type of thing. So from the POS standpoint, that is, to me, just that POS is worth the franchise percentage, period. Clothes Mentor wasn't the first and the last franchise we looked at. I've looked at some. Clothes Mentor was I didn't want to be in food. Imagine food. All the restrictions, the rules, the regulations, and all the things that you got to follow. The Clothes Mentor system is simple. It's work. You got to be willing to work. The the support of family, from my wife. We're known as, I'm the tornado, she cleans it up. You have to have that teamwork, whether it's a manager or yourself. But the right back to the lifestyle. It's the lifestyle that you end up with by thinking you're just buying a way to make some money. It's the whole lifestyle that Clothes Manor offers that is the big reward.